Welcome back everyone, Ben here, and today we are back with what is the last episode of Amerzone, the Explorer's Legacy. This is the final chapter, chapter 7. We're crossing the rope bridge up towards the mountains, I think, towards the volcano. So, if you've missed anything up until this point, there'll be a link to the playlist in the description below. There'll also be a link to the Steam page, we can check that out as well if you're interested. But with that all said, sit back, relax, like, comment, subscribe. And let's check out the final chapter of Amerzone, Explorer's Legacy. Okay, so it's a secret order. I expect your report on my desk this evening. The President's every move must be communicated to me without delay. As his pilot, you are the only person the President allows to accompany him, aside from his bodyguards. I trust that you appreciate what an honor that is. I have no idea what our Supreme Guide is looking for in the old, impious temple, but his obsession worries me, and I'm not the only one. He's no longer in his prime, and the doctors gave me some worrying news this morning. Do not let him out of your sight, and protect him with your life if necessary. General Pereira, head of the Presidential Security. Okay, so the President's here, but his soldier is not. Actually go towards the boat. They came here on an airboat, that's how they've got here ahead of me. Assassinated, maybe? Some cartridges there. Firearm cartridge. Recently fired. Okay. Sorry about that. Amerzone Presidential Transport. We go to our investigations. Oh, we've only got one more of these. We have smoking cartridge, presidential boat, and the official orders. Oh. And then I always keep pressing escape instead of tab. Right. We've seen that letter already. Seen that. Seen that. So, oh wait, we can just go straight up this way. It's a bit of a climb ahead of us. White flags everywhere. In a wheelchair? Was that because his conditions deteriorated, so he was in a wheelchair perhaps? Like a little stone carving thing here. Oh, we're missing a handle. Okay. And we can probably turn it then. Windy as well. Another good soldier. You've climbed these all on his own? Are we gonna climb that? Kind of curious what that thing was for, but I guess let's go to the top of the temple. There's a medical bag. What's happened here? Some crutches in the gas tank. No, from the security chief. Guilherme Pereira. Dear Mr. President, I can assure you that as per your instructions, we are monitoring the roads and river closely, and the foreigner will not evade us for much longer. Nevertheless, it is my duty as head of your security detail to warn you of the danger you run with your frequent excursions to the old Volcano temple. Okay, so it's frequent, it's not like his first time. I would not dare demand anything of our glorious Supreme Guide, but I must repeat my advice concerning your protection during these visits. Would you allow yourself to be accompanied by another squadron of my best men? For your military genius comprehensively crushed the indigenous revolts that dragged our country through blood and fire for all too many years, reports suggest that there are still several pockets of resistance hidden in the jungle, as shown by the occasional incidents reported around Puebla and the old native village. I beg you, Mr. President, please agree to my modest request, which I think will ease the worries of a large number of us. Yours respectfully, General Pereira. And I guess that didn't matter in the end, because everyone's dead already. Like a little throne.
Power.
Oh.
Oh. Power. Do you really know what power is? Of course not. Few people do. Women who are so worn out and tired that they no longer care to fake. Yet they tremble with fear in your arms. Because power is always fear. The fear of the one who possesses it, but risks losing it. And the fear of being the victim of it, like a dog being kicked away. And then the fear of growing older. Oh. You have come instead of Valenbois, haven't you? The poor fool. The white birds and all of that. The enemy of power, my friend, is not liberty. It's not democracy. It's not all of that miserable nonsense. The enemy of power is dreams. Dreams. Do you hear? I mean real dreams. Not those common, mind-numbing fairy tales that anesthetize people while you kick them with your heel. I've always been very wary of those white birds and all that mythology. I wanted Amerzone to be a great modern nation. A country that believes in progress. That believes in science and technology. But those damned Amazonians wallowed in that sappy romantic legend of the white birds. I wanted to make the people. I wanted them to be happy. even if it was against their will. I won't let you go any further.
Kind of insinuating maybe the black bird had a hand in that. He just reached his time, did he? Investigation completed. Some medals here as well. Carefully worked metal is very high quality. So many high distinctions for such a low man. Yeah, I thought maybe he was gonna like be nice and help us, and then he just kind of was like, no, I'm not gonna be nice about it. No redeeming that kind of person, because I guess he doesn't really feel like he did anything wrong. He feels like he's been doing everything in the best interest of Amerzone. Let's oh yeah, we can read the article now. I found Antonio Alvarez at the top of the Temple of Flight, diminished and paranoid. His mental state seemed to incite him to commit one last crime before his demise. It appears that the dictator's security chief was concerned about his increasingly frequent solitary visits to the temple. He even wrote an official security note imploring him to accept an escort there. However, Alvarez seemed to act of his own accord, ultimately forcing his security chief to bypass his authority. The officer allegedly secretly ordered the dictator's pilot to monitor him. Alvarez must have discovered and interpreted these orders as a betrayal. Near the presidential shuttle, I found what appeared to be a body of the unfortunate pilot. Further up towards the temple, I then found more bodies of soldiers, likely the president's close guard, whom he had presumably deceived into aiding his ascent up the temple stairs, before executing them. I imagine by making them believe they would not suffer the same fate as the pilot. These soldiers thus became the final victims of the bloodthirsty despot. Okay, so do we have... Let's see, we've got the one investigation that we missed. We'll go back and get that one. And then... got the volcano. Okay. Windy up here. What's this over here? A traditional scepter. Oh, does that screw into that thing down below? The symbols must have some special meaning. What? Oh, is this where the statue goes? There we go. We're moving. Place the stolen statuette in the temple. That was an achievement. Okay. Oh, you can open this now. So you can't open that if you didn't bring it? Like, left it at the boat? Hydro float. Cool. You can actually have a little look around. There's the volcano though. Right there. It's quite nice really, with all the clouds and the smoke billowing. Do we go down there? I'm guessing we go back. Oh yeah, he was just waiting there. Okay. We're just gonna be sat there dead at the top of the... This doesn't look good. This looks like we've killed him now. Okay. I think we've got what we need. That handle in. There we go. It is very windy. Nice. There we go. It's gonna like, open a secret entrance. Oh, there we go. See it like coming out the sides. Oh, that's pretty cool. So we always would have found that, but if you didn't bring the statue, you wouldn't have been able just to get the little view, basically, out the window. Okay. Clever way to hide it. Okay. What's this? Oh, is that the mechanism? I can open that. I'm really just out here just... Oh, I'm just out here pulling it all out. I don't know what we're doing that for. Ah. Oh, we need to raise the bridge or something? Oh, I don't know. I'll walk down here on this side of the room first. Little plates. Key mold requires the right metal. Okay. And we got basket we can pull in and out. I hear a guinea pig. And a ring mold. What uses such a specific shape? I'm gonna make a ring and a key. Where's the guinea pig? I could hear it. Oh, yeah, we've got like some sort of mechanism. Okay. Oh, it's like a... Oh. Oh, is this gonna open and we can fly to the volcano? It's like it looks like a glider up there, doesn't it? Like a hang glider. Okay. Obviously that's not gonna move yet. We have completely worn out rustic cog. Okay. We don't have a cog mold. I was gonna say, like, maybe we make a new cog. But we already have one of them. Can we go around this side? Explore the right hand side? Yeah, it's definitely like a ramp thing. I guess you've got to like hook it up. Okay. So kind of know what we need to do. Okay. Okay. Does have the like a bird symbol on it. Maybe, yeah, there'll be a wooden thing on this side that we open, I guess. I guess to like get the wind in. That's where we make our casts, presumably. Let's oh, do we not need to do it on this side? Okay. Oh no. Oh, shaking her head. Don't do that yet. Oh, so we need to probably put the cast in first. I feel like we need a maybe the ring. I don't know, because you can't really cut the cog into that. Oh, we can melt the metals down. Okay. Do we only have room for one? Is it key or do we get two? Okay. A little bit hot. Its perfect shape evokes great power. Is that, I was half expecting to see, like, Elvish inscribed on the inside of it. On the outside, even. Okay. So, maybe that's, like, just a little Lord of the Rings reference or something. Let's put the key mold in. Again, though, I haven't really seen something that needs a key, but... Oh, we have to dunk it again. I think I don't have enough. Still some in there? Or would we melt the ring back again? Okay, we actually used it all. Is there... I don't think they have any loot. I'm not gonna lie, not 100% sure. I don't know if we even need the key. Let's go up. Okay, so we could definitely like lie down in that. And I guess go flying out of there. Yeah, okay. Not gonna lie, there's a few puzzles going on here. Not too sure. Kind of looking for some metal. That is all done as well. We can't do anything with that. I'm using alt a lot here because I don't want to miss anything. I guess, is there more metal? There it is. Okay. Okay, so I'm guessing we only have enough for one metal, but we can keep melting stuff. So, don't think we need the key. Put the cog there. I don't want the ring. Maybe we can use the cog, and then we can remake the ring after we've used the cog. Don't know if that will work or not. Yeah, okay, so we can put the ring back in. We've really, like, lost some there. It's almost, like, not enough now for the cog. I'm sure it'll still be fine. But you know what I mean. Okay. So it's kind of like we're just remelting and smelting it into a different purpose. But we have a brand new cog, which is very fortunate. Such a specific shape can't be accidental. Absolutely not. Okay. I guess we pop the cog in first. Do anything there? No. Shame we couldn't have melted down the old cog. Perfect. We can take it out. I'm gonna melt it down. We might need the key. Okay. We orientate the shutters correctly. What was that? What was our objectives there? Use the hang glider. Orientate the shutters correctly. Okay, fly with the hang glider. Should get me to the core of the highest volcano so I can complete the ritual, but without any wind and with the ramp in this position, it's impossible to take off. I have to find a way to fix that. Okay. So, yeah. Yoink it back. And I'm guessing maybe now that the ramp's in position, we can do those switches. I mean, the implication of a hang glider means we're probably not going to be coming back this way. So, might just make the ring for some drip. Oh. Oh, that's what the key's for. There it is. Yeah, there's nothing by accident in this game. I didn't see. I thought that was just like a scratch. I didn't know it was like a mold. Key probably goes in there. So, key and then the ring. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. We need to play. It does it straight away, so we need to send it back up. We need to take the, I was gonna say the template, but it's what's it called? A mold. We need to take the mold out. Metal can be used to fill it. Okay, now we want to make the key. I feel like in reality you could switch the molds out, but let me put the cog in there. and send it up. Nice. Okay, then we can take the key. Oh, it's got a weird little, yeah, weird little thing on the end of it. We'll pick that up as well. Pop that in there. Because we need the other two things, so we probably will need the ring. So we can pop that in there. Oh. Okay. Okay, so it'll be obvious. Let's see. That's good. That's probably what we want. It's not. Okay. There's a lot of trial and error. Let's see if there's any clues anywhere. So are we just messing around? Okay, so we probably... What about if everything's open in the middle? Again, presumably it's going to be a combination, but we can see... I actually don't know. There's too many combinations to guess it. There's far too many combinations. Like, I don't know. They're like... I don't know what would be... There's only so... like, there's too many combinations to try this. It's got to be like somewhere. actually quite stumped with this, so yeah, that wooden thing we pulled out, that allows it to do what it's doing right now. Looking for like a little cheat sheet. It's bizarre. It's actually a cool puzzle, but I don't know where we get that from. Really not sure. Nothing like carved on the wall or anything either. Okay. There's no clue here. It's just activating that. I was gonna say, is it to do with these circles? But don't think so. I'm actually gonna be stuck on this. Okay. It actually doesn't. Do you think it says on the cogs, maybe? Is that a broken cog? Can we pick that up? Oh, we can't take that and melt it though. I guess it's rusted. Wait. Let's use Valenbois' book. He would have done this, right? That shouldn't take me as long as it did. The Volcano. So, chain of volcanoes. So here I am at the end of my journey at last. We read this before. Saw them this morning. Rose in the thermal column. Oh. That is as far as we go. Okay. We're just gonna... I don't know. I'm a little bit stuck with this, to be fair. I'm trying to like look around to see. I'm kind of expecting like, oh, maybe there's like a carving on the wall. I mean, what, there's 6 flags? But 4 quite, nothing like adds up. I don't think it really gives any... I don't even see what it shows. Are we trying to make it so that the pictures match or something? Let's do like that. Let's watch the art. Maybe the things need to... Oh no, see, we can't even see them when they do that. I guess they all need to be flying open. Okay, so that one seemed fine. This one seems wrong, the bottom one. Let's put that one down. Is that... No, okay, that wasn't it. I thought that was it for a sec then. So second one isn't right. That's... I think the first one's right. I think it's not as many combinations. No, ours shuts, doesn't it? So it must open when it's... We've got 5. It feels like we only have 4 that open. Right, that one's fine. That one's fine. Okay, so 1, 2 are fine. 3 isn't. Okay. Is that right? Is that what, I actually don't know. In my mind, I'm thinking, oh well, it's because we need it to be open, but because they turn funny as well, don't they? They turn funny. Oh, is it if they turn diagonally, they're right? Okay, that's good. I think it's not quite. Oh, is it still? Oh no. Let's try it. I think it's like the angle that they open, isn't it? The way the key turns. Oh, I think we did it. I think we did it. Haha. Yay. Okay, we get the key back. Oh. Kind of glad, because I feel like that was already taking a while, and we probably would have been there for the rest of the episode. That was pure. Is there a way to actually figure that out? Because I must admit, that's probably maybe the only puzzle in this playthrough that I've like brute forced just by like trying different things. Anyway, I want my ring back. I want my Lord of the Rings ring. Guessing we don't need the key anymore. I'm mainly thinking we've had to use the cog and the key. So I'm going to bring the ring. And worst case, we can roleplay. We can throw it into the volcano like Isiliador should have done. Toss it into the fire. No. Okay. My little Lord of the Rings fanboy moment is done. Do I need to open the gate first? Like, or will it open automatically? It's where we just slam into the wall. Oh no, we're gonna get in. Okay, I guess we're hoping it's gonna open. Okay. There's no like task to like open doors. Oh, okay. How nuts would this be? Like, will you trust this? That'd be pretty cool though. We definitely die in the volcano. Oh. Oh god, yeah, no. There. Is that a white one? I like how we still got the like snake bite scar on our hand. When we go back to France, no one's going to believe us. No one. Did we just chuck the egg? Like, because there's the egg on the... Oh no, it's open. Oh no, that's other eggshells. Our egg is fine. Intact. It's time to finish this. Okay. They're actually in the crater itself. I'm questioning how we're getting out. How are we getting back? Or will the white bird hatch and carry us back as a thank you? We can go up here. I bet that's where we gotta go. Place the egg there. Oh, no way. Oh, it actually is. It actually is a Lord of the Rings reference. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You get an achievement, 1 ring to rule them all. Throw the ring into the volcano. I actually love that. That's such a like cool little touch. I'm imagining that's like wasn't in the base game. That's like a remake thing. The base game was made before the Lord of the Rings movie came out. I know it could have been based on the book, but I like could have got it from the book. But yeah, I feel like the movies made the books even more popular. It's possible. Oh, so we've got some sort of thing here. A bracelet. Traditional jewellery. Handmade, it looks like over Valahos craftsmanship. A leaving gift. We can't yoink that. We can't loot it. Very hard and pointed. Good for piercing through tough metal. Ceremonial pickaxe. Oh, the head fell off. Okay. What even is that? We can't pick that up to use it, no. Okay. Boy didn't really write much about the... I guess he just nicked the egg, didn't he? He didn't actually come this way in the end. Oh, it's alive. Or it's not, but... I think we just got the thing there. Oh yeah, that's the bit we're missing. Okay. We got the... Oh, we got the right of the egg. The great white birds of Amerzone lived above lava craters hot enough to allow their eggs to hatch. A volcanic region where toxic fumes contaminated the eggs, drastically reducing the number of chicks they carried. I had the misfortune of seeing the results of this poisoning. Those gaunt birds with the scarlet gaze, whose very existence was suffering. Far cry from the legendary image of the immaculate white bird, with its great wings that so fascinated Valenbois. According to him, only specimens protected from the vapors could reach the stage of development. This protection came in the form of the Overvalahos tribe, who discovered and practiced it since time immemorial. To do it, they injected different natural reactants inside the fertilized eggs, thus creating a chemical reaction which was supposed to protect the embryos within the shell. This was the famed rite of the egg, the very same rite that had fascinated Valenbois in the 1930s, and which it had the honor of carrying out myself in an old tribal village with the help of that strange young woman. Beyond the pure chemistry, which I can only hope will be as effective on the egg for which I am responsible, it is the cultural aspect of the rite that interests me. The Overvalahos tribe, in their conviction that the vitality of the great white birds radiated over their world, made an initiation ritual out of it. It rested on a simple logic. Since every new generation of the white birds was contained within a single egg, to be hatched in the highest volcano of the Amazon, the egg was entrusted to a young member of the tribe. Succeeding in this task was thus to assume to Amerzone a new generation of prosperity, and would thus allow the triumphant candidate the right of becoming an adult and being able to marry. What a responsibility for such young people my age even. Especially given that transporting the egg to the volcanic crater was no walk in the park, and I'm speaking from experience. That awful marshland, the giraffe cemetery, the interminable crossing of the rope bridge, and the ascent to the Temple of Flight, I found writings from the young candidates who testified to its arduousness. I also observed traces of a strange asynchronous solidarity between candidates. A ritual where the conclusion could be cruel, like that poor candidate whose travels I was able to follow, thanks to the documents left in his wake, before finally finding his bones at the heart of the volcano, so close to his goal. He must have broken his leg at the end of the perilous hang glider flight that the ritual demands, unable to return down the volcano, perished alone in the toxic vapors. Right, so that was that. Yeah, see from his family before undertaking the rite of the egg. So he never came back. We want to look what's in the mine for. I worry we put the egg in and that's it. Game's finished. Actually, we need we've got a little pickaxe, right? So presumably we've got to go in here to get a material. Ah, here we go. Explore the crater. There's a dead white bird. I'll place the egg on the front. Okay. I mean, this is where we put the egg. Okay. Oh, does that create a little ladder? Okay. Open the Amazonian great white bird egg. So we've done what needed to be done there. Okay. There we go. Yeah, that little thing's open now. Happy accident. I thought that was the... That turned out to be the controls, but I thought that this was like the pedestal. So I think we put it here, and then we're gonna like use our little ceremonial pickaxe on it, maybe. Open the great white bird egg. Oh, we're actually gonna open it up. Oh wow. What? Oh, that's cool. 3 of them. Already feathered. Oh, that's cool though. There's 3 of them in one egg.
The story goes that the white birds never stop flying.
Because
They
they
are
don't.
born,
Yeah.
they mate, and they die in the hot rising fumes of the volcanoes.
They don't have legs, do they?
Their giant wings continue to grow throughout their lives.
Oh, there's the
And
woman.
some people even claim that long after their death, their lifeless bodies glide on. These are but stories, people say. Stories that feed the dreams of children who live in the Amerzone. But will those dreams be enough? One could hope so.
What are you thinking? Do we think she's Valenbois' daughter then? I feel like the older. Yeah, in loving memory of Benoit Sakar. That was so nice. I actually really enjoyed that. Oh, I don't like the snake in the credits there though. Just chilling there. Does it explain how, like, do we come home? Do we go back? Maybe we can scroll as well. Okay. Okay. Everyone but the guy on Shipwreck Island. Everyone died, didn't they? Louis Saint-Gel was already buried. The priest obviously died in the church. And then Alvarez died as well in the end. I'm hoping there's like, it's like Marvel and there's like a after credits scene. Thank our family, relatives, and friends for their support during the production and loving memory of our beloved ones. She was just called Priestess, I think. Yeah. Okay. It's very cool. Yeah, English voices, yeah. Oh, Inanzur did the music. I really liked it. The Inanzur, he did the music for Starfield as well, I believe. Which was not saying one of the high points, because it's quite harsh. I didn't mind Starfield overall, but I really liked the music in Starfield. That was good. I don't know, do we just skip it? Do we scroll? Never know with these things if there's like a post-credit scene. I want to know how we get back. You know, in theory, I really liked it as a story, but I'm like, how did we get down from the volcano? Did we just head back? Okay. No, okay. You know, I'll play through the chapter by selects from the dedicated menu to continue exploring the various destinations. Yes, we can do chapters. And oh, there we go. Oh, we almost did that 100% in one go. Yeah, local investigative material found. Yeah. Let's go grab this quick, because it should like keep our thing all sorted. This is going to be like the mop up section that we'll do at the end of this episode now. So if you kind of, you know, you don't really care about the investigation thing, you just want to see what happened to the story, then thank you for watching. But otherwise, we'll spend the next few minutes just getting the last thing, because it was right at the beginning of this. It was right at the beginning of this level. So I didn't realize at the time, but I basically didn't look at something. I think I remember looking it up. Because it was the order as well. We had like all the later stuff. We just didn't have that first one. I think overall, I really enjoyed playing through this. They recently just remastered Siberia, same team, and that's another game by Benoit Sakal. So I think we might have a look at that one next, because also, just like this one, I've never played the original Siberia, so it'd be quite cool to check that out. I think it's literally right here. I think we get out here, if I remember correctly. It's weird having the hydrofloat back. So I think we open. We climb. Do we just climb onto the roof, I think? That was it. Skip this a little bit. So, do we have all of our investigations still? We do. We do. So it's actually kept them all. Yeah. So I think we had that. And there's the guy. I have to look this up. Pretty sure it was in this area. Maybe that's why I missed it. I thought it was. Okay, so I was actually missing the note that was here, apparently. So this one here. Don't actually know how I missed this. This was the soldier's hidden note. So, hi boss, don't forget to put a case of rum aside for us. Watching this damn border all day is thirsty work. Lucky your bottles weren't hit by the shortages. Alvarez would find himself with an uprising on his hand in no time if we didn't have enough to hold out. Still, it's a stroke of luck considering and then we came across the old smuggler stash, a true blessing. The priest's face, cases of hooch under our arms, can tell you, the boys and I are still laughing about it. Offer him a little bottle, maybe he'll forgive our sins. Bernardes. Okay. So that investigation is now complete. So despite their different histories and culture, it's generally believed that like Batista's Cuba, Amerzone also served as a base for the US Mafia in the early 20th century, particularly in terms of running casinos in its capital city. The same went for alcohol smuggling, especially rum, the smuggling of which during Prohibition had filled the pockets of famous bootleggers and mafia organizations who controlled the distribution networks. As I explored old Puebla trading posts, I stumbled across an old cache of contraband dating from this secretive period. It seemed the traffickers had taken over the secret tunnels first created by the colonists, when Puebla was still a fort used by the Portuguese conquistadors keen to maintain escape routes during the colonial wars. I saw with my own eyes just how far that alcohol smuggling had spread when I explored the neighbouring shipwreck island, but according to an old manifest I found in the tunnels under Puebla, deliveries of this black market alcohol were mainly destined for the United States, specifically Florida, a centre for the black market activity during Prohibition. Prohibition came to an end shortly before Antonio Alvarez came to power in Amerzone. It is interesting to note that while the rise of the Castro regime in Cuba in the 50s was severely detrimental to mafia interests, it was not the same with Alvarez in Amerzone, but that's a whole other story. Okay. And we got this last one, which apparently, I had to look this up because I was like, I don't know what we're missing. We got to listen to the soldiers talking. So I've got to I'll skip ahead to that bit, and then we've got to listen to them the whole way through. I mustn't have listened to them all. So yeah, we'll fast forward and do that in a sec. Okay, so we've just got the diskette, and just skipping our way through. Unfortunately, you've got to play through the whole thing. And this, I swear I did this, but apparently I missed this.
Can I trust you to keep this between us?
Of course, ma'am.
Okay. Don't you think it's weird that President Alvarez, keeps going to the swamps?
I don't know. I mean, President Alvarez is a supreme leader. He can do whatever he wants.
Right. But he's visiting the swamps more and more often. What's in the swamps? You know what I mean?
I'm not sure I do.
You know what? Forget about it. It's probably nothing.
Well, if it's bugging you, it can't be nothing. I do think it's a little bit weird how obsessed he is by this intruder.
Exactly. Just what is it about this guy in particular? Shouldn't any intruder be a big problem?
Well, Presidente Alvarez is no spring chicken. Maybe, do you think he maybe could be getting senile?
I'm not sure about that. In his speeches, he seems like he's still all there.
But when you think about it, he did warn us that even one person crossing the border from the outside could create total chaos. And that we must protect our ideals and values. Maybe he was thinking about someone specific. Maybe there's something about the guy who crossed the border illegally today.
Well, I guess that intel's above our rank. Hey, Silva, promise me that you won't talk about this conversation with
I must have missed this conversation. I don't know how I did that.
I would never do anything to betray your trust, Maria. Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
You need to refocus, Private.
Yes, ma'am.
There we go. Okay, complete all investigations. So we can kind of just stand here now. Let's read that final one. This was it. Yeah, the military gossip. That was the one I was missing. So, Alexandre Valenbois developed his obsession with Amerzone in the late 1920s, thanks to a college friend who was an Amerzone native, a certain Antonio Alvarez, a young law student with whom Valenbois and the young priest Mikowski set off on an unlikely expedition to Amerzone. But Alvarez did not stop there. He went on to overthrow the government and establish a dictatorship which still reigns unchallenged over Amerzone to this day. During his studies in France, Alvarez seemed convinced that he had been entrusted with a sacred mission for his country, to bring it progress, a vague catch-all notion that clearly leans towards a Western-style industrialized society. This has resulted in a seemingly unrelenting fight against his country's indigenous traditions and an economic shock from which the country has failed to recover. And while Valenbois seemed to roundly condemn his old friend's tyranny, he still tried to use his connections with him to get a visa for Amerzone. Further evidence, I suppose, of the moral ambiguity that seemed to characterize Valenbois. But above all, it was a sure sign of how strongly he felt about returning to Amerzone to take back the great white bird egg. This visa request certainly explains why Alvarez refused to allow his old friend to return to Amerzone. The old researcher's obsession with the Amazonian great white bird, apparently at the heart of many native rights and beliefs, would have been perceived by the authorities as a dangerous glorification of the customs which had been so implacably repressed over decades. It even seems that this fear has transformed into a morbid anxiety for the old tyrant, whose decades of absolute power and unbounded megalomania seem to have led him into a kind of madness. His own troops whispered in corners, questioning his sanity. It was apparently public knowledge that Alvarez had been visiting the heart of the Amazon marshlands with increasing regularity, alone, even prompting his own head of security to have him monitored without his knowledge. There we go. So that was every article in the game. And we have one last achievement, which isn't hidden, and it's called Call Marson and Lawmont's Office. And that is basically, we can return to menu now. That is basically the, when we were at the very beginning, in the first chapter, you can call the phone, and we called the emergency services, didn't we? And we got an achievement for that. Okay, so here's the phone, and we're gonna dial 1, 2, 4, 5. Apparently this is the phone number that's in Siberia, so it's only really if you've looked it up or if you've played Siberia before that you'd know to call this number.
Marson and Larman Associates, Marson speaking. Hello? Anyone there? Is this the infamous Dan? Would you please stop bothering our poor intern? Miss Walker is a serious young woman. Are you there? Enough of your stupid shenanigans.
There we go. Future lawyer for Marston and Lawmont's office. Perfect. All the achievements. 100%. Was Amerzone the Explorer's Legacy, and ended up being 100% completion kind of walkthrough thing as well. Yeah, thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that series as well. I really enjoyed it. I loved the puzzles. I'm actually glad I didn't play the original in a way as well, because I feel like I wasn't really comparing or anything. I've just got to experience a really good story. It looks lovely. Music's amazing. Chef's kiss. So yeah, it was really enjoyable. It was good. Would have liked to have seen like a little bit of a summary or a sum up or something of like what happens to us at the end, and do we go home, do we write the article, like what happens with all of that. But yeah, not too sure. That would be the only bit where I'm like, would have liked to have seen a bit of a closure on that. But yeah, all in all, I really enjoyed it, and I hope you did too. So that said, remember to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know in the comments below what you'd like to see next. I've kind of got in this kind of puzzle gaming sphere of like genre. because obviously we've got other Let's Plays in different genres that we're doing at the moment. But with this puzzle kind of one, we've got the House of Tesla, which is from the same people that make the House of Da Vinci. And we've also got Siberia remastered as well. So I'm gonna pick between those two. We might go on to do Siberia, or we might do both. I do want to play both anyway. So yeah, with that all said, thank you so much. Thank you for being here. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next video. Take care.